Hey guys, it's Eric Hunter from Nerdy Geek Talks. First of all, your nerdy geeky needs here with episode 66 of Steel City Bots. Joining me tonight, I have Tanner. How are you, Tanner?
Surprise. I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm
You're
glad to
alive.
be. What? Yeah, I still exist. That's right. Yeah, I wasn't really aware you guys changed the show dates back, but I'm happy that it's back to Monday.
For today.
I don't think it's permanent yet.
It's
Okay,
possible.
well then, you may or may not see me next time, everybody.
It's probably changing in like 3 weeks, but as of right now, it's still technically Sundays. Today was just a different recording. But anyways, Michael, you just spoke. How are you?
I'm here.
Well, that's better than not here.
He's existent.
Yeah.
Chris.
He won't be here in like 25 minutes.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, well, no,
19.
20 minutes. It's 10:05.
Yeah.
Yeah,
19 minutes. It's 10,
10:05.
10:24. Where's the internet goes out? Chris, how are you?
Pregnant as ever. I'm all right. How are you guys?
I'm alive.
It's the alternative.
Yeah. Miguel, how are you?
Off camera.
We can see.
I mean,
They can't.
I was going to say the
can't
listeners
see.
can't. We can.
This
We can
is,
see
what do you
just a
think this
wall.
is? Radio Free Cybertron?
Yeah, that's true. And last but certainly least, no, just kidding. Last but not least, he's second least. Tanner's least. Jared.
Wow, how kind.
Jared, how
Great
are
to be
you?
back, everybody. Really. Wait, why'd I come back again?
That's a really good question. How are you, Jared?
Can someone give me a reason, like a real legitimate reason?
I've got nothing for you, Tanner. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I don't know why you, of all people, would want to be back on this show when this is all that happens to you on this show.
I know.
I mean, somebody needs comic relief. Somebody needs a comedic punching bag every once in a while.
Hey, I mean, you deflect the attention from me.
This is
Because
true.
I feel like I end up the punching bag when I.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do,
that's because he
huh?
doesn't know how to
You
pronounce
do.
words. But Jared, how are you? Because no one's let you say.
Doing really good. Something really special is in the works at work right now, so that's going great.
Yeah, I
Oh.
heard you're currently a Star-Lord at the moment.
Oh yeah, I got a Walkman.
What?
Colors.
Hold on.
It-
Oh.
Yeah, it's Soundwave colors, which makes it
Oh.
10 times as bad or 10 times as great.
I'm just
That is cool.
confused what you're talking about because it's Target, and I want to know what's going on because I wonder if that's happening at my Target.
No,
I
I was
saw
talking
one
about
at
something
ours.
completely. The special thing I was talking about is something completely different than that Walkman. but-
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, we all know
It's
you
not
guys
happening
got
with
Sprite
company,
Cranberry
it's
in
happening.
stock.
Anyways, moving on with the show.
Uh-huh.
Soundjack, what is our history lesson for this week?
Oh, the history lesson. Yes, the history lesson that I definitely knew and looked up before we started recording. The history lesson for this week is for December 2nd. Okay. Even though we're recording December 3rd.
There was nothing good for the
on this
third.
day. What?
There was nothing good for the third.
Nothing
And you
good for the
said
third?
that you totally researched and looked up sarcastically like you usually do it. I normally do it.
Well, no. Well, I was just saying.
You
I
do it on rare
realized when
occasion.
you said that I forgot that I didn't look it up. Like I would definitely do the research, but like you just do it before me.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't mean as in like I do it for you. Like as in you're
Yeah.
supposed to do it and I do it for you. I thought you just meant like, oh, I didn't do this one even though I always do.
No. I was specifically saying that like I forgot that this was my job, and I didn't look it up
You
until
had
you said,
one
"Hey, let's
job.
take 3 lessons." Anywho, on December 2nd in 1952, Keith Zarzabajka, Voices of Ironhide in War for Cybertron and Laserbeak in Dark of the Moon, is born. And he wants to know one thing. Is your daddy home?
Sorry, could you repeat his last name again?
Zarabaj.
Sarabaya. Sarabajka. I want to say that's Russian.
Zarbajka.
Hey,
He's
Michi,
quite the
is
range,
Zara Baska Russian? She's nodding, so I'm going to assume that yes.
Yeah, I mean, just the how the S,
Zara.
Z, and the J
Yeah.
line up. That's Russian or or close to Russian.
Quite the range, though. Ironhide and War for Cybertron and Laserbeak and Dark of the Moon. That's not... I would never have guessed that those two were the same voice actor. You know what that would have been a great little fun fact for? Someone's YouTube Transformers quiz show. I feel like that would have been a really good question. If only someone had one of those that was going right now.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
I don't.
He used to have a quiz show that I want him to revive because I want to be on it because it seems fun, but he refuses to revive.
Yeah, that would be fun. So just take the All-Spark and pull a jolt on it.
I said I'd revive it once I get comfortable with uploading on my channel again.
Yeah, so he basically
Fair.
refused to revive it.
I mean, to be fair, his internet is not the best for upload, so I don't blame him.
Yeah, but like that doesn't mean you can't record stuff.
I still haven't done anything with the vlog from TFCon.
Or the Soundjack's Friends Transform that I did the freaky dead dinosaur flower for. You freaked me out.
I have one with Alyssa from before that I still haven't gotten to.
Lesson here. Don't rely on Soundjack. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey now. I wanted to do editing today, but my computer was like, no, we're not going to take your data from your phone and you're going to update and it's going to take 5 hours.
That's rough. Anyways, what did everyone get this week? Let's go with... You know what? Me, because I was going to do Jared first, but Jared got something I got, and I got it first, and I want to feel special, so... Mainly for the reason that I'm the only person who doesn't have Siege, other than Tanner, who's now here. But that's because Tanner doesn't get anything, so he doesn't count.
False. Actually, the thing I got was, you remember a while back...
If you say Cranberry Sprite, I will kick you forever.
It's not that.
Good.
It's actually, remember when I got that G1 Devastator reissue? Well, I found the Starscream.
Oh, so you got G1 Starscream?
Yeah. He's fun, right?
Yeah, he has. He comes with the little. I didn't open him, but he comes with the little G1 Megatron and gun mode. So he's pretty cool.
His hand, from what I've tried.
The color is a bit weird. It's more gray than white, and I'm not that big a fan about it. But you know, it's G1 Starscream, and I'm gonna leave it in the box. So yeah, I'm okay with it.
I accidentally typed Star Cream in the.
That's something completely different.
I'm gonna leave it that way. I went back and corrected it, and then I was like, nah, you know what? I like Star Cream better.
Starscream now lead the Decepticons.
That's so much better. Why is...
Well, then, that's...
Coronation Starscream. This is bad comedy.
No, we need a bot called Star Cream that turns into something. I don't even care what. Just something
Can of whipped cream
related.
Yeah, can of...
Or shaving cream.
Exactly.
Hand cream.
It can be whatever type of cream you want.
If it was,
I really want Starscream's ice cream.
What were you about to say, Jack?
If it was a can of shaving cream, I feel like they just go ahead and make a Jurassic Park reference and turn it into a dino.
Wait, why?
Why?
Because the fat dude was trying to steal the dinosaur embryos by hiding them in a shaving cream can.
And in other Starscream...
As someone who actually really likes Jurassic Park, even I didn't remember that, so I don't think they would go for something that deep cut. They would definitely... Looking at bots, they're not that deep a cuts, so... I would say no, they would not do that.
Points for creativity, but no.
I mean, I'm glad I know that now, though.
I thought that was more memorable, but granted, I know that's like one of the least liked parts of the film is that dude. Or at least for my dad, it is.
Anyways, I went to Target While I have not found Siege yet, I did find the new Studio Series Bumblebee 2-pack with the rusty version of the Bumblebee, the Volkswagen Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie, along with a
Bumbleboy.
reissue of the Last Night Deluxe, which is pretty good. I mean, I wish I hadn't just got the $5 one from Soundjack from Ollie's first. I would rather got that second because it would be like, oh, it's just a $5 duplicate I can do whatever I want with, but, you know. Whatever. So I really like them. It's actually the first version, the yellow version of the mold I've gotten for the Volkswagen B, because the only one that I have, I don't have the regular one yet. I still need to get it. I have the gold one from the Volume 2. So now I have the yellow version, which is cool. So he'll probably be displayed in alt mode since he has the nice rust deco for alt mode, and then the regular retail one will be my robot mode, since, you know, I am going completionist on Studio Series. So, which, by the way, do we know if that Bumblebee helmet is numbered in Studio Series? I know it's labeled Studio Series, but is it numbered?
The helmet?
Yeah.
No.
Why don't you ask Miguel?
Do we know that for sure? Are you sure about that, Michael?
Because I double checked the wiki the other day just to double check the numbers. Everything is counted in order all the way up to long haul, and there's no gaps.
We don't know when that mask's going to release, though.
That's fair, but again, we haven't heard.
I would guess not, but still.
Since it's not a converting figure, I would assume not.
Yeah, but still. It is Studio Series, so I don't know. And then I got some tiny turbo changers. I don't know where Ratchet went. I got a gray and red Ratchet, which... Oh, there he is. Yay.
He's supposed to be a Dark of the Moon Ratchet, even though it's not completely accurate.
You say, no, it's not even close to accurate. Don't say it's not completely accurate. It's not even ballpark.
There's at least gray in there.
But he wasn't all gray with a little bit of red. He was more green than he was gray.
Yeah,
so don't give me that like he's not all the way. That's deceiving. He's not even close.
I still wish Ratchet
still
was
had gray in there.
red and white.
That's still not even close. That's like getting a blue Starscream and saying, "Oh, this isn't Thundercracker, it's Starscream." Like if it repaints it entirely different color than what it should be, it's not the same character.
I mean, in Transformers Armada, we had the character of Starscream become blue, and it was still Starscream
in the show. But the toy was
actually, I think that's the Blue Rainmaker.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is more than one blue.
This is true.
Seeker. I also got Tiny Turbo Changer Scorn, and Scorn is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, he is probably the best one I own. Although Shadow Grimlock is still my favorite, but I do really like Scorn. And then I actually got Bumblebee movie Bumblebee, which I was happy about. Although he's probably the worst.
Oh no,
he's not good. but I still like him for having him. So like, I'm glad I got him. But like, yeah, honestly, he kind of sucks.
Yeah.
He can't put his arms down.
I can't
they're forever suspended in the air next to him, but he's nice.
No.
I'm glad to have him, so.
It's Christmas Story Bumblebee.
I hope if I do manage to go to the December 8th screening where you do get a tiny turbo changer, I'm hoping it's not that one that I get.
Oh my god, if it is, can I... No, Soundjack deserves it. Never mind.
I already have it. Unless if it's something new, then please give it to me.
Yeah, I was say if it's not something new, give it to if it's something new, give it to Soundjack. If it's not, can I have it?
Why would I give it away?
If it was new.
I want it.
If it's not new, I'm saying.
Yeah.
But why would I still? If it's not new, why would I give it away?
If it's the Bumblebee, if it's that bad Bumblebee you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what she was talking about. Then she was like, "Soundjack deserves it," and then I'm like, "But I already have it."
Oh, I thought she just meant that if it wasn't. I thought she meant if it wasn't a new tiny turbo changer, not specifically this Bumblebee.
Yeah, if it's that one, if it's like that exact one, can I have it?
That wouldn't even be worth shipping it to you.
Put it in an envelope. I will pay the postage.
You could literally go out and get one. He's not hard to find because he's part of the current wave.
I want it from my friend.
But I'm telling you, you could totally go to your store and get it. It's not hard to get.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the segment of Steel City Bots I like to call disgusting postage rates.
Fair.
Isn't shipping stupid?
Yes.
How much it is.
Jared, now that you can't steal my thunder, what did you get this week?
But I can steal your cracker.
What? Okay. Jared,
okay.
go.
I don't understand.
I got, as you can obviously tell, the Bumblebee 2-pack for Studio Series, and
You're not gonna get rid of me that easily.
oh, you kicked him.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's someone. But never mind. Anyways, speaking of Studio Series, I got KSI Sentry, and he's really good. I love the blue and silver on him. It just works really well for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Other than
You like
that,
his Oreo
I got
cookie
a
deco?
whole lot of seeds.
I was just about to
found
say
it.
he looks like Oreos, and that's yummy.
Well, that's because he's modeled after
Oh, yeah.
the Oreo bot.
I know.
Yeah.
There we go.
Anyways, actually, before I start up on Siege, I got all Cyberverse Ultra Class Shadow Striker,
Ew.
and she's not very good.
Oh, I didn't know you got that.
Yeah, I literally just got it today.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, can you hold it up to the camera? Oof, she looks pretty clunky.
Yeah,
Oh man.
she can't move. This is the only articulation she has is this arms.
Oh my god.
That's it.
That's
That's all you get.
that's bad.
Man, I thought we were supposed to get better as toys went or as time went on, but I guess.
I
not.
mean, this boy is really good, but
Oh my
Okay,
god.
now we're talking. Put that back.
I mean, probably because it's
Actually-
meant for 5-year-olds, so...
Yep. my Best Buy where I got that Shadow Striker from, they actually did have Shockwave. They did have him.
Ooh, nice.
Anyways,
you
now that,
didn't tell me what?
He just did.
yeah.
Yeah. He just did.
It did.
Talking about earlier, man. I was driving around and I was near Best Buy, man.
Rip.
Anyways, now going on Siege. First off, I got the one of the Battle Masters because of the eBay coupon. I was able to get Fire Drive for a pretty close to retail price because I actually didn't find him like out in the hunt. But he's all right. As of right now, I just have him displayed with my Hot Rod because that's his Target Master. But after that, I got Cog, Hound, and Skytread. So I now have the complete Wave 1 of deluxes for Siege.
Rage. Building.
And I have to say, like from most favorite to least, my number one favorite has to be Sideswipe. I'd say Hound, Skytread, and Cog. And Cog's my least favorite mainly because he can't hold his guns and he doesn't stay together very well.
Oh no.
Sad that you got a poor QC1. Skytread's third for you. I think people would beat you up for that. I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but I just know a whole bunch of people.
They're
Skytread's
like
been
neck
like the
and neck,
number
pretty
one.
much. I might
From
be saying,
just sorry, go ahead.
I'm probably putting Sideswipe first because he's the first like Siege figure I had, that I got. But I actually really like Sideswipe for some reason. I don't
That
know.
vehicle mode, though.
Yeah, it's really nice. And yeah, I just like Hound's look for some reason, and I love the I like his weapons. I like the drum mag that comes with the rifle and everything. And yeah. Other than that, I believe that's it.
Coolio. Soundjack. What'd you get this week?
You're asking me what I'm getting this week right now?
Oh,
Do you not
Make
see
it
the
quick.
time? No, it's not gonna be quick.
Quick,
That's
you
the
have
problem.
negative amount of seconds.
So
Go.
say, Michael, you're using your 10 seconds poorly. Yeah, that is true. I did pick the one person I probably shouldn't have picked. Let's go with Chris.
Someone else. I'll probably die and then come back, and then I can.
And he's
Yep,
out.
there he goes.
Wow.
Okay, Chris, what'd you get this week?
Wait, he's flipping us off.
Oh my God, he is.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're right.
Screenshot. Screenshot. Anyway,
Jared, send
so
I'm trying. I'm
what I
trying.
got
My phone is.
this week,
piece
I'm
of
gonna
garbage.
give me 1 second. I gotta put the screenshot in the chat. Oh my lord.
someone send this to me, please. Thank you.
Oh my lord. I need a second. I need a second to recover. Editor, this is where you put the cut.
Can we make this the thumbnail?
I wish we'd get demonetized.
No, he wouldn't.
Oh yeah, we don't monetize to begin with. True. Okay. Oh god, let me open the show notes. I can't remember now.
Oh,
We'll be right back. Do 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 do.
This will just take 2 seconds.
Miguel, what did you get this week?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, never mind. Apparently,
Okay, first and foremost, this is actually I got this the week before last, but I wasn't on last week, so. Or did I mention this already? Oh yeah, I got Revenge of the Fallen Starscream. I forgot to write that one down. The studio series. Did everything go quiet
Speak.
or?
Words.
Yeah, everything went quiet. I wasn't sure if I crashed too.
Oh.
I got Studio Series Starscream, and Soundjack apparently thinks he's purple.
What?
Yeah, we had this discussion in our chat where Soundjack was calling his secondary gray color purplish, and we were like, "Oh, you're delusional."
You are delusional.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I
remember
agree.
that.
He's delusional.
What I will say about this figure is it is very pretty, and I like it. I did kind of compare it to my Dark of the Moon Deluxe Starscream, which is more or less just the same toy, just scaled down and de-improved. There are some marking differences, so I don't know which one is more screen accurate. To like the Tats Screamer had. Like, did they change between Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, or?
I think.
I'm not
Eric?
sure.
Okay, because if they did, then that would explain it. If not, then well, anyway. He's fun. I like him. I like his little circular saw weapon. That's fun. You can have him dual wield it with the other one. And he's just all around really, really pretty. I like him. That same day, I also got the last of the Battle Masters that I needed. I got Blowpipe, who I discovered has a secret third mode. That's right. You see, Blowpipe, he has robot mode, he has gun mode, and then he has explosive fart mode. If you take his little, what are those things called? Those clear plastic things?
The blast effects.
Yeah, if you take that, there's a peg on the back of his. Hold on here. There we go. Got him. I probably should have stretched that far. Ow. On the back of his the way the gun flips down over his back, there is a little peg there, and you can fit the thingy on it, and it looks like he's farting because it's like right behind his butt. It looks great. I am a mature 21-year-old woman. Thank you very much. Anyway,
Oh, hey, it's
moving
that guy who flipped us off.
moving on. Oh, yep. Welcome back, Sound Jackson. Moving on, I got Studio Series Dropkick. And I like him. I want to complain to myself. I had an opportunity to get KSI Sentry that day. I didn't. Figured he'd probably be on the shelf for a little while, you know. He's a repaint. I figured, you know, probably, maybe. So I get lunch, and while I'm there, I'm like, you know what? I kind of want them. So I go back, and both of them are gone. Less than an hour. Take it from me, folks. If you see something on the shelf, you've got the money for it, just grab it. There's no guarantee it'll still be there.
Mm-hmm.
I never learned my lesson. Anyway, back to Dropkick. He's really nice. His guns have a tendency to pop out of his hands in robot mode. In fact,
does happen to me a little bit.
yeah. In fact, on the car ride home, on my Twitter, you'll find on my main Twitter, you'll find a picture I took of him on the dashboard of the car. Literally 2 seconds after that picture was taken, he fell, and the guns just popped off and went flying.
That's the worst.
It took me like an hour to find them both because like they went hiding under the seat.
I know that feeling because I lost my KSI Sentry's weapon like today. I have no idea where it's at.
But I don't know how screen accurate this robot mode is.
None.
Not at all?
It
Okay.
is none accurate.
I didn't think so,
It
unfortunately.
is none accurate with left beef.
So I might try and get see if one of the third parties will make like a whirl head for him. So I can replace the head. Yeah. Have a Studio Series whirl. Actually, just have a whirl period. I just don't have any of him, and that makes me sad. Really sad. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to say that one for last. I got all 3 sets of the MicroMasters that same day I got Dropkick. And, oh my god. Yes, more of these. They're so fun! Like, I just keep fiddling with them, and their joints are already weakening because I've just fiddled so much. But I think my favorite team by far has to be the Jets. Because, I'll be honest, this is a love letter to the Star Saber. What's the lower one called, Soundjack? Is that Visper?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't remember which one's
Purple.
which. This and Stormcloud.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's Visper until proven otherwise. The bottom one is basically just Runway from Armada. Like the way the way they transform. Like there's some small variations for the mold, but like the way the legs fold up and around and how the arms are.
Or maybe it's the other way around. Because these are older.
I have the original figures. I have the original Airstrike Patrol team members. They do not, neither of them, any way, shape, resemble in any way, shape, or form the Minicons.
They don't transform similar to how the new ones do?
No.
9.
Huh.
Here's the transformation. Flip the nose cone down, bend the legs up, fold the arms in, and then fold the wings down. That's not sonar.
Runway, or do you mean Runway and Jetstorm? But yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. And then the other one, it's not quite as faithful to Jetstorm as the first one is to Runway, but there are some definite similarities. If there was a sonar for this team, or sonar equivalent, just holy crap, it would be perfect. Like that's a good. If you're a third-party toy maker and you're listening to this, get a sonar for this team. That would be great.
Or
Seriously.
Hasbro, can you just release this next year?
Yeah, that works too.
Prestige and just make the MicroMasters Minicon 3-packs?
Yes. But we also have the cars. They're all right. You know, they're cars. They're car bots. They're not bad. They're just cars.
One of them's a DeLorean. One of them.
Oh wow, he is. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a regular muscle car. Huh.
No, DeLorean.
Okay, I like this one a lot more now that I see it. Marty, they have to go back to 1984. Anyway, the third team. Soundjack hates me for this. The third team, Flask and Top Shot, they merged to form the Requiem Blaster, spelled with a W.
Except they don't.
It's what I call it. And
Doesn't mean that's
and you
what
are
it's called.
and you are more than free to call it that too if you like, because
Or don't.
or do because it's funny. Sure, they aren't wreckers, but they fit the character type. I feel
Except for being wreckers.
Yeah.
they fit the profile. They just aren't.
Well,
Do you
they don't
know their
exactly fit
bio?
the profile because they aren't.
Do you even know their personalities, Chris?
And
Or are you just assuming that they are types that would fit in the records because of their alt modes?
Is she
I'm-
back?
ladies
What-
and
what
gentlemen,
happened?
it's getting kind of
Gee,
late. for
I
me, so
wonder,
the quote
Eric.
of the week is from the Nostalgia Critic. It is Starscream's cookies are more than meets the icing.
Gee, Eric,
Have a
I
good one.
wonder what happened there when I was just so happening to be disagreeing with you and I vanished from the call.
I didn't kick you. I'm not even at my computer right now.
Mhm.
I'm not. You're not worth kicking. Plus,
Anyway.
if I was gonna kick you, I'd make it actually noticeable and worth it.
Yeah. Anyway, Big Shot is
Top shot.
by the book soldier, so he's not a
Not a
wrecker.
wrecker.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm still calling it that, though. Deal with it.
You can call it that you want, but I'm just
Because it wrecks things, and it could be an homage to the weapon of the same name. Okay, anyway. I'm going to move on before we get into an argument. More of an argument. I also got Ultra Class Shockwave, and I don't know where I put him. He's right here somewhere.
You know what I
They're not
really
around.
want from that toy? Or
What?
literally any Shockwave toy?
A hose?
I want a Shockwave repaint.
Yes! I
Oh,
also want a hose, because this one still doesn't have the hose tube.
just take your Dark of the Moon Shockwave, like Deluxe or Voyager figure,
Mine
and
doesn't
just.
have it. Mine doesn't have that, though.
Oh, well then, buy one that has one. I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, yours doesn't... Oh, you lost it. I thought you meant
No. Nope. Mine never came with one.
What?
I bet you lost it
Did
when
you buy
were
it
younger.
loose?
You do not remember.
I will tell you for a fact mine does not have one because I got it secondhand from a friend.
Okay.
there. We go.
Okay.
So,
someone
yes,
lost
it
it
doesn't-
still. That's...
it doesn't have the tube. So for the longest time, I didn't even know he had a tube. Anyways, where is... Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Moving on to my last thing because I'm taking up a lot of time. I wanted to save this one for last. I got the best girl. I got Nemesis Prime, Power of the Primes. She's so pretty. And I know you're like, she headcanon Nemesis. At least this one's female.
Okay, I'm actually on board with that headcanon. That's been my headcanon too.
Because the head sculpt. It's obvious that the head sculpt is meant to sort of mimic a Decepticon insignia with the shape, but it does look more feminine. Look at it compared to Optimus, and look at the
Not
Decepticon symbol.
really. It's just supposed to look more evil.
It's just
The Decepticon
Yeah.
symbol's based off of sound.
I mean,
Optimus
look
already
at the
just
look at
has
the head.
Similar.
Head. Okay, there's the head crest.
They're already just
in the middle,
similar.
Points.
It's just a stylized version of Optimus.
It has the lines. If you look in the
It's
look,
just a stylized version of Optimus who already also has a close face to the Decepticon symbol whenever he has his faceplate on.
there is a lot of detail here that seems to indicate otherwise. I'll point it out later. We don't have time for this.
eh.
But
Correct.
there are even tiny details that
Except the Decepticon symbol doesn't have that many tiny details. But anyways.
you know those little lines next to the head crest? Those are on the head. The two. Anyway, really, really, really great toy. I didn't know that the torso was like there was like a lot of shiny black plastic on this one. Really makes her much more stand out more than Optimus, because Optimus it was like red, but it was like there wasn't a reflective aspect to it. You know what I mean? Like there is a sheen to her.
It's like most mainline toy plastic.
But it's different compared to the original toy, and I like that.
Optimus just has a lot of paint. The original one.
Well, either way, I still like it. Eric, why does everything have to be a fight with you? I swear to God.
I mean, you're just saying it's unusual. It's not that unusual.
It's
didn't
not
think it was
unusual.
That's what I was
It's
thinking of too.
It's different. Also, what I already did, I already replaced the core of the Matrix that came with it with the one from Rodimus Unicronus for just an all-black Matrix, which actually looks pretty freaking good. I'm not gonna lie. And then the purple with the light gray looks kind of nice too. But the all-black one is just like so good. It's like a true dead Matrix, as you call the one with the MP10.
Huh?
Is that what you call it?
The what?
The Matrix that comes with Nemesis MP10.
I don't call it the Dead Matrix.
Oh, I thought you did at one point. And who am I thinking of? What?
The Matrix was the Matrix that the Nemesis Prime that turned into Black Convoy. That was a big Convoy repaint had, I think.
Yeah, Miguel
Oh.
has that toy.
There's too many dark matrices.
Yeah, there are. There's so much about this toy I could talk about how much I love it, but we'd be here all night. So I'm just gonna sum it up. If you get a chance to get this figure, get it. It is worth the little bit of extra because of the shoulder guns alone, or the shoulder.
I was
forearm.
just gonna say, wait,
Forearm.
what shoulder guns? Mine doesn't have
Forearm.
shoulder guns.
Sorry. Listen, long day. Forearm guns. They were very reminiscent of Armada. I've considered putting them on a regular Optimus. Because, yeah, I like how they look. They're chunky too. The only thing I don't like is how they attach in vehicle mode on the trailer. That leaves like gaps in the sides. But I'm gonna shut up now so we can move on. So yeah.
Miguel, what did you get this week?
I bought too much stuff.
You did.
Much
What is
of
that
it I
replacement?
haven't actually opened yet, so I'm not really going to talk about what I haven't opened. But what I can talk about is the stuff that didn't come in any boxes. Yeah, some of this is coming in bags. First thing, and actually one thing in my box. I'm all over the place. First thing I'll chat up about is got a box in from the Chosen Prime, and it came with a few things. First off, I got the Doctor Wu. I don't remember what it's actually called. So the Dark Star Saber and the Star Saber, based off of the Star Saber is based off the concept art that shows up in the Covenant of Primus, and then the Dark Star Saber is based off of how it shows up in Transformers Prime. Both are very nice, very pointy. Currently, Alpha Trion is holding the Star Saber, and then I have the Fallen, the Make Toys one, holding the Dark Star Saber, although the picture I sent in the group chat has my next get, Hearts of Steel Bumblebee, holding it. Looking very in awe. He's ready. He's ready to ascend.
He is ready to become the elder gods that they fought.
Yeah, we're basically be like, all right, do you not get a beat him? So let's join him.
Yeah.
Other thing, which that's where the box is. Yeah, the Hearts of Steel Bumblebee from Mech Planet. Is that right, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hot Soldiers Centurion. Hearts of Steel Bumblebee, which surprisingly, we were talking about this in the beginning of the show, or before the show started, rather, is the fact that he's the size of a deluxe figure, despite the fact that he's like a $25 to $30 third-party toy. Like, for the size, and like for the size for that, like most of the ones that come from like those micro scale companies tend to be a lot more for a lot smaller toys. So that was very surprising. Really good. His leg ball joints, like at his hips, were kind of loose out of the package. Treated that with some floor polish and fixed it right up. And then the last box that I'll talk about, I had a friend who was asking me questions about a auction for a Beast Wars Metals X9 Ravage, and while looking up the listing just to see and like kind of help him out, saw that the seller also had a bunch of other Beast Wars toys. So I ended up grabbing a few because they were actually really good prices, and bid on something and ended up winning it. So in that box was, starting off, the Unicron.com Golden Disc set. For those of you who probably don't know or were too young when this came out, this is Unicron.com is one of the fan sites. You don't hear too much from them these days. I feel like, but they're still active. I think they put out this Golden Disc set in, it says October of 1997 on the packaging. Comes with 2 metal discs. One is the Vok Golden Disc from the Beast Wars show. The other one's the Sounds of Earth one that Megatron uses to show up on Earth. And it also comes with a little disc reader that can replace Transmetal Megatron's claw hand. Although, unfortunately, I missed the auction for Transmetal Megatron, the Takara one. That would have been nice. Next thing that I got in that box was Transmetal Tarantulas, the Japanese version. So it says Destron on the back instead of Tarantulas, and then has the fully painted eyes, like including the between his eyes. So yeah, it looks like he has a visor, and he's complete. So he's got his pizza cutter.
Thank God for spider pizza cutters.
Yeah, welcome back.
Because
My mic was being very weird. I don't know why.
Like, everything was quiet, and I was afraid that I was afraid my mic wasn't working for a second, and I was like, I might just be saying a bunch of nonsense.
yeah, sorry, my throat. There was a frog in my throat. There's the problem.
Tadpoles.
I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
It's fine. I don't know who made it. Nothing to apologize.
It's now recorded on the internet forever and ever.
And then the last thing, and I'm sort of upset that I don't, because I have my childhood one downstairs. I should have taken a picture to compare them. I picked up the Japanese version of Transmetal Rampage, complete. Oh boy, this brings back memories. This figure is amazing. The chrome on both Tarantulas and Rampage is okay. It's got, like, I don't know if... Centric, I don't know if you have any Transmetals that had this happen, where it starts doing like the little, like, spider cracking.
Who are you talking to?
You!
Me?
Yes!
Way to pay attention.
You're talking about Rampage, though, right?
You
I'm
said
talking
your
about
name.
Transmetals.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I saw you holding up Rampage and talking about the legs. I was responding to something in the group chat. Sorry.
It's alright. So, I don't know if any of your Transmetals have this, where, like, the chrome, like, from a glance is fine, but if you actually start looking at it, it's got, like, splintering.
I mean, the only one I have that has really bad chrome flaking is the Transmetal 2 Prowl. And because I bought it when it was mint sealed in box and I thought it was fine, and then I opened it up and then it just fell apart in my hands, basically, the chrome.
Alright.
So,
well,
I don't... The other ones I have are Airazor and Rat Trap and Tarantulas, and all of them have at best chips from just damage from years of time.
Right.
Nothing that indicates particular cracking or eventually it's going to fall off. Miss. As far as I'm aware, don't think I've paid that close attention.
There's like bits and pieces that are chipped. There's a particularly large one on Rampage, like towards his butt, but you can't. You have to be looking like up his butt to see it, basically. But like for the amount of money I paid for this, when it's complete and looks this immaculate, like I'm not complaining. This I need to take depth charge out because of all the things to have as a kid, or I say kid, as a toddler, basically, I had both him and depth charge, which was amazing as like a 4-year-old. Just
Louise.
What was that?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, my favorite childhood memory is trying desperately to get Rampage into tank mode. It never turned out well. Because Rampage, like, his treads are inside of his claws. But then his legs have the wheels that the treads go around. And it's just not a good time. But I'm really, really psyched. Like, at this point, all I need is Inferno and a TM2 Megatron, and I'll have, at the very least, the Season 3 cast of the Predacons finished.
Nice.
I would need to get, like, a Tigerhawk, I think, to finish the Maximals. Tigerhawk and a replacement for my Transmetal 2 Cheetor that fell apart a couple years ago. That's pretty much all I'm going to talk about for the stuff I've gotten. I have a bunch of other stuff, but it's all in boxes, and I'll probably talk about it more when I open it up.
Yeah.
Did everyone else die? What's happening?
I'm here. I don't know where Eric is, and Jared's just quiet because he's normally quiet.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Jared went. You went. Soundjack. I guess
Michael.
I mean, Chris is done because Eric sent something in the group chat, and she's just done with the evening. And I don't know where Tanner went.
Tanner left earlier whenever he was talking about. I forget what he was saying. Anyways, Michael, what'd you get this week?
Okay. First things first, I got the Retail Optimal Optimus. I can appreciate the what they've done to the proportions to make it better with this color scheme. Because boy, having a very good proportioned version of that body makes you realize how badly proportioned the original one was. But yeah, that's fun. Doesn't hold together as well in the jet mode as the Throne of the Primes one, but I still like it. I'm just so mad that the eyes are red. It does not look good.
No, that's why you get the Toy Hacks labels to fix it.
I did. I'm waiting for them to ship.
Now, when you get them, are you going to do the optional orange sticker, like, up the top of his chest?
I haven't determined.
Ooh, I'm curious.
I might just to use it since I still paid like there was a 50% off sale and I still paid like $9 for that sticker set, so I might as well use it. But I'm going to double check with the original show model to see. I am slightly debating upon whether or not if I want to use the race stickers for the optimal Optimus form. I'm definitely using them for the Optimus Primal, but the optimal form. There's a few for the forearms.
Oh, for the forearms, that's where the race detailing goes?
Yeah, there's a bit of raised fur detail on the forearms in place of the stickers that actually come with the toy.
Actually, I forget. Does the Repro label set have the orange in his legs?
I think it does. Like the strips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It definitely has something for the strips.
All right, I'm going to double check because that's a very important detail for me personally from his show model that only the Japanese version of the original toy had, which
Okay.
was always upsetting.
Yeah. But anywho, more to come when I get the sticker set, and I actually do that after I actually get to reviewing Optimal Optimus. Ugh. Then I got the Battle Masters for Siege Fire Drive Lionors or Blowpipe. They're good fun. I think I'll have more fun with them when I get the full Siege ensemble to have fun with all the 5mm ports and blast effect ports and whatnot. But they're cool little figure dudes. And then I got Studio Series Jazz, KSI Century, and Dropkick. Because, hey, I had a 20% off coupon and for an entire purchase, and I have my 10% employee discount. So that was a 30% discount there, folks. Jazz is by far my favorite of the Studio Series figures I got, mostly because I do enjoy the Singer mold, but I have had it already. And Dropkick, while neat, and I do appreciate if it wasn't Dropkick, it is unfortunately is Dropkick, so it's not so great because it's nowhere close to screen accurate.
Because they should have made him out of a car.
As well as the forearms are whack with half with the entirety, basically the entirety of the tail rotor on them. And I have a problem with my weapons because I cannot get. I have such a hard time getting the weapon barrels to flip out.
I had that problem too.
What was your solution?
Long fingernail.
What?
Long fingernails.
I thought I was going to break my fingernails when I had them long. When I tried that. Thought those were going before the weapons. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, there's at least gun detailing on the bottom if you don't flip it out, so it's not lost. But it's still problematic. And then, lastly, I don't know if I mentioned the story of TFCon on here. Oh, wait, I probably did on the TFCon recap podcast of how I bought a universe drop shot, and was missing an entire side of the vehicle mode pretty much. I went to a local collector shop, and they had a drop shot on the shelf for $8 that had that panels. So I picked it up. It doesn't have the missiles, unfortunately. But I was like, I had such the little time I played with the first drop shot, I enjoyed it quite nicely because it is a Cybertron mold. And then I was thinking to myself, well, I mean, if I do go to, assuming I'm going to TFCon Toronto, which is probably, I might be able to find the guy that had the drop shot, and I might be able to get it off of him because he was going to give off the option instead of complete return was a discount, a partial refund. And if I was thinking at the time, oh, if I just kept him, I could have given the missiles to this one and then sold the rest of that online. But then I remembered, I keep forgetting this mold comes with a rifle. I keep forgetting that because it was never in the show. But I do like. And sadly, it is drop shot, not found weapon. But he's good. That's all I got.
Woohoo! We made it.
Oh, I'm the last one? I am the last one.
Yeah, really. Okay. Getting into news, which we have a lot of this week, so.
How long have we been going so far?
Too long.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to continue. So, news. First bit of news is that, if you didn't know, there was a trailer for the Bumblebee movie that actually did show a bit of G1 designs for RC, Cliffjumper, Ratchet, Ironhide, and Wheeljack in the Bumblebee movie. But it's like really quick and blurry, so you're not going to see much, but still, they're there. So know that you will get to see them in the movie, which I'm okay with the fact we don't get to see them clearly, because hey, you get to see them clearly in the movie, and that'll be more exciting.
Yep.
So
Yes.
there's that. Next bit of news, which
Well, there's one thing. There's one other thing. You forgot about Starscream and his
is
redesign.
he slightly changed. His face is a little different, and his color.
His face has changed, and he got a color. And he got a color lift.
A what?
He's got more G1 colors on him.
No, but what did you say? A what?
Color lift. I don't know why I said that.
That's what confused me. Yeah. He got basically more of the same color he already had, just added more throughout his body now. So,
And also a little more vibrant, I think. It feels vibrant.
I didn't think they changed the shading too much. I thought they just added more of it. I don't know. But
Okay.
either way, yeah, Starscream is
I could
slightly
be
changed.
crazy.
His new face is a little weird, though.
I could be crazy. I did just say color lift after all.
Yeah, this is true. But you know who did get a color lift? The Jazz mold from Power of the Primes, because it got a color lift to become Ricochet or Stepper.
Is that gonna be the new meme? Color lift?
Yeah.
First
Repaints
Redico and now color lift? Sounds like what's wrong with you.
Repaints
Hey,
are now
I found it all-
called color lifts.
I have found an alternate word to say instead of redeco.
Oh well, no! Now that we're gonna call them color lifts. Oh,
Yeah. It's just like, oh, did you see they just color lifted Bumblebee into Cliff Jumper? Like, oh, okay. Oh, but did you see they also color lifted Swoop into Red Swoop? So yeah, for Transformers, we're getting a new exclusive line, which yay! Some sources indicate we're getting a G2 Arctic Stripe Megatron from Siege Megatron as well, but that hasn't been announced yet, so you won't see anything for
Yeah,
that.
that
But you
color
know,
lift hasn't been announced yet.
yeah, correct. That color lift has yet to be seen, but the color lifts we can see are Power of the Prime's Red Swoop, which was the original renders we had for Swoop that was intended to be in the toy line, but they ended up going with Blue Swoop. So now we're going to get Red Swoop, and then Ricochet, a repaint of Jazz as Stepper slash a repaint of Jazz, which is Stepper slash Ricochet. Yeah. So they're going to be sold as an Entertainment Earth exclusive and also TF Source exclusive and Big Bad Toy Store. It's a shared exclusive. That's how it works. We have yet to see if it'll show up at GameStop. That's the only one that I think it may that we don't know of yet, but we'll have to see. How do you guys feel about these? Are you going to pick them up?
Maybe.
Oh, you have to.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say, because they are Power of the Primes, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No maybe for you, Jared. You must buy these toys whether you want them or not.
Yep.
I don't know what you're going to do with Red Swoop, since you already have a full set of Dinobots, but hey.
I mean, Eric, you don't know what you're going to do with Red Swoop, and you want to get him.
Oh, I do know what I'm going to do with Red Swoop. I'm going to put him as Fall of Cybertron.
Oh.
I don't have a Fall of Cybertron. I mean, he doesn't look perfect as Fall of Cybertron Swoop, but I don't care. It's good enough.
I mean, there might be a way of fan moding one of the Swoops' wings for Volcanicus.
That is true, but that would also require you to display your Dinobots as Volcanicus.
I can do it once and then be like, all right, I did it, and then you can...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm down for that. I will try it once whenever I get him. But what about Ricochet?
Yeah. No.
Ricochet goes with Inferno. Oh,
No. I don't mean what are you going to do with him? Like, do you like him?
Oh. Yeah, that's
I
Jared.
think
Wait,
he
did
looks
you
really
say
good.
he goes with Inferno?
Well, Jazz does.
What?
Sorta.
No. What are you talking about? No, he goes with... What? Ricochet goes with Artfire.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying with the rest of the Power of the Primes figures. I thought we were talking about in terms of combiners.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you meant like the characters are partnered. I was
No,
like,
no,
that's
no.
not the
Okay,
that's not the correct.
I understand.
I was like, that's not the right
understand
partner.
now. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
the classic G1 episode where Inferno and Jazz hung out.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's not a thing. I mean, like, if you want
And
them to
Red
hang
Alert
out,
got
that's
jealous.
cool, but that
Yeah,
wasn't
and
a
that's
thing.
obviously why the biggest ship is between Inferno and Jazz, and not like say Inferno and Red Alert.
Yeah. But are
The
you guys
classic
gonna
love
get
triangle.
Miguel? Are you gonna get Ricochet?
Uh, yeah, I have both of them on pre-order from Entertainment Earth. I um I have the original. Well, I say original. The United stepper that came out years ago, and um, I really like that color scheme, and I didn't think that I was gonna like it that much on the Power of the Prime's Jazz mold, just because the Jazz mold's not good. Um, and yeah, I really like the way that that looks, so definitely picking that up. And then Red Swoop, my whole thing is like, I guess that was something people really wanted because none of the other Dinobots were. I mean, well, I meant none of the other Dinobots were in show colors, but Swoop was. So giving people the option to have a full toy set, I guess, is cool. Although I kind of, not that I want them to do a full on redeco of Slag to give him his red head, but like it'd be nice to have an option.
You know what you could just do?
I could,
Take
if
the
I
paint off.
yeah, I know you could strip off the paint from the head and it's in red plastic underneath, which is also bizarre. It's like why did you go through the
It's
length?
the weirdest Easter egg ever, but okay.
Yeah, it's like
That's
well,
a weird color lift.
No, it's only a color lift if you take the paint off. Then you're lifting the
Yeah.
paint off of it. Yeah.
But you are.
He can't get a color lift because he got painted.
No, but you are color lifting it then if you remove the paint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You're more literally color lifting it in that case, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did they waste paint app on his like whatever paint applications you like allotment you used to make his head gunmetal? You should have used it to make his eyes blue.
True. Wow.
Ah,
But he's
Why are there pigs? Why are there tapirs?
It's
Are
a
they tapirs or pigs? I
Nope,
can't
it's
tell.
a warty pig. I just held up a. It's actually a. Whatchamacallit? What's the thing you put cups on?
coaster.
Yeah, it's a coaster. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word coaster, but it's actually a coaster. Warty pigs are my favorite, and so I have a warty pig coaster.
Nice.
And I just held it up to the camera to confuse them.
Okay.
Sorry. Soundjack, did you pre-order
Audience,
these or
they
no?
can't see our gags. They can't see our visual gags.
This is true. Soundjack, did you pre-order these?
I have not pre-ordered yet, just because
How dare you?
I do want Ricochet. I'm still determining if I need a Red Swoop.
I mean, you
I'm
don't
trying-
need any toy.
Well, yes, or
But
like,
you do need a red swoop.
well, how much I want the Red Swoop, because
Do it for the channel, Soundjack. You gotta review him because he has a
you haven't
red
even
torso now.
got to the Terracons, and I'm mad at myself already.
Well, then you should do it.
Work
There
has
you
killed-
go.
Work has killed me. Work has
But-
killed.
Black Friday is past, and so is the time to cry
No.
and procrastinate. The time to
No.
review Terracon reviews is now. It is
No.
nay.
Nah.
Yes,
No.
Michael. You have to
I mean,
do
I
this.
also have a tech week this week, and I wanted to record a podcast for my channel, and I'm like, oh, no.
You know what you should record for your channel instead of that?
No.
A
No.
game show. You should
No.
record a game show where you quiz. Okay, anyways, I have both these pre-ordered and I'm excited. Anyways, we still have a lot to talk about, so let's keep going. Next
I
thing.
just want to say one thing.
Okay,
about
one
that.
thing.
Purely because we commented on last night, and there's a later news article that's hilarious with that context. I was questioned because we ended up on There Goes My Money on Radio Free Cybertron, and I asked, why aren't these Hasbro Toy Shop exclusives?
Yes, and then we had the long talk about explaining how Hasbro Toy Shop isn't actually Hasbro. And then, actually, I didn't put that in the show notes. So we'll just
No,
talk
you
about.
did.
I did? Oh, I did.
Yes.
That's right. I thought I put in the thing for the coupon, which, by the way, Hasbro Toy Shop, if you didn't know, because that's what instead of putting in what I thought I did, I put that in. Instead of, ugh. If you didn't know, Hasbro Toy Shop has 20% off until the end of 2018. There you go.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say. But yes,
Yes.
we'll talk more about Hasbro Toy Shop later. But yeah,
Yep.
we had explained if you didn't know, Hasbro Toy Shop and Hasbro are not the same thing. That isn't Hasbro selling directly to people. So there's that. Next bit of news about those were things that I did pre-order. This is about something I did not pre-order and will not pre-order. It is Masterpiece 44 Convoy Masterpiece Optimus Prime version 3. Color photos and accessory reveals. And I gotta admit, it has some cool accessories. And I gotta admit, it has a big backpack. And I gotta admit, it has weirdly proportioned arms and terrible placed smokestacks, albeit accurate, but still terrible. So yeah. How do you guys feel about this new Masterpiece Optimus Prime?
I mean, did we even ever talk about the price on the show? Because I think the price got revealed.
It's $450.
Yep.
Yep.
He's more expensive than Flame Toys Tarn.
Well, that's a perspective for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flame Toys Tarn is cheaper than Masterpiece 44 Optimus Prime version 3.
I mean, I can understand why Optimus Prime version 3 is this expensive, given, in part, the accessory count. More so, the feat of engineering that goes into turning that vehicle mode into the robot mode.
It's not that big of a feat when you look at how big the backpack is, though.
Well, no,
Just
well,
saying.
it's more, maybe feat's the wrong word. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
Like Dinobot.
Basically, completely redo the shape he is in from vehicle to robot mode, like
Yes.
to the point of where people were kind of like going over the pictures, and the only piece of vehicle kibble that people have been able to identify is the same between robot and vehicle mode are his smokestacks.
Yep.
That being said, it's expensive, and with everything that it's doing, it's almost a bit too much. I do the one piece of it, like the one accessory I actually do appreciate though, is that he comes with his season 1 head design.
Yeah, that is awesome. I really do like that.
For people who might not know, between like season 1 and into early season 2, they updated all the character models for the Transformers, and Optimus got his more like chiseled and hard edge defined head in season 2. But in season 1, it was much more rounded, and they have that version as part of the accessories, and it looks great. But for $450, like,
it's just okay. So as much as I'm hating on this figure, I do want to put it out there. It looks good. It does. I have my problems with it, but it looks, for what they intended it to look like, it looks like that. I don't necessarily care for how dead on some of the parts are, but still. And I'm not saying it isn't that I don't understand where the price is coming from. I just find the price too absurd to spend on a toy. I understand where the money is going. It's not like, oh, this toy should cost $250. Are they just trying to get an extra $200 from me? Like, no, I understand where the money's going. I'm just not happy about it. So
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there because I realize that I am just kind of hating on it. I understand, and if you like this, and if you have $450 to spare, go for, actually, well, if you have like probably 400, anywhere from 375 to 400, pre-order it from Amazon Japan. Don't buy it from like TF Source or or Big Bad Toy Store has it for $450.
Yep.
If you're able to go in on the pre-order, by all means, like, and you want this figure, do your research. Amazon Japan, HLJ, AmiAmi, any of the other Japanese e-tailers, like, definitely grab it from there. Be warned, like, just some of them have better customer service than others. If you grab it from Amazon Japan, you're probably going to get the cheapest price out there shipped to the US if you're in the US. The only thing is that in the event that something happens and you, like, let's say that, and this is always sort of a thing with Masterpiece, is like there's a chance that there may be some sort of widespread QC issue, and if it gets to the point where you would rather return the figure, you're kind of out of luck with Amazon Japan, because while the shipping to you is pretty cheap, shipping back to them can be expensive, almost to the point of not being worth shipping back, because I think you have to ship it back DHL. Yeah, I like, if people are into this thing and they have the money and they can afford to get it, by all means, go get it. I definitely like to mess with one day. Eric and I were going back and forth about how, like, if they ever make it into Nemesis Prime colors, things may change. Although, do you still feel that way?
I would probably, honestly, because a lot of KO companies now will upgrade the figures. If someone does a KO because I hate the smokestacks on the shoulders. And again, I totally am aware of why they are like that. They are accurate.
Okay.
But, like, I would probably prefer a KO version of the mold that could change that and get a black version. But if that doesn't happen, I would still consider getting a Nemesis Prime version if it doesn't have all the accessories and is much cheaper.
What if you just ripped off the smokestacks? Then would you be okay with it? Is that the thing we have to do?
But then it's smokestack-less, and I don't know if that's better or worse.
Okay, no.
Just glue them a little higher. That's
No,
it. Just take a
Jared,
little dab
beat
of
me to
super glue.
I don't know if
What?
I want to tear apart a figure that it's that expensive.
Well, no, buy the KO. Buy the KO that's like $30 and comes with a Diaclone suit.
Get
Right
the way.
on.
Maybe Wei Zhang will do one like they did with the Masterpiece Megatron that they
Oh,
that
why
came out.
Shang will?
No, what if
Yeah.
they MPP-10 it? They make it huge.
Oh God.
I bet they'll do both. Oh my God! I bet they'll do both. Actually.
Ooh.
Well,
What about the
they'll
company, the 4-foot tall one?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh my
Don't
God.
go up.
I'm not gonna lie. I still want that.
I
I want that 4-foot tall Optimus Prime. Like, if that goes up for pre-order and is under $500 somehow, because it's a KO, so the materials necessarily not be great, I would buy it.
Wait, for
Where
the
would you keep it?
the MP10 5-foot, or if they did MP44?
The MP10. I mean, if they did the MP44, no, there'd be way too many parts. They would be too expensive.
I think you can buy the 4-foot tall one right now.
Can you? I thought it was still in, like, prototype. Like, I didn't
I
think
thought
it
we
was
saw.
for sale.
Wasn't there one? There was one in
Yes,
the TFCon.
but it wasn't for sale.
Yeah.
But we did see it, but I didn't think it's for sale anywhere yet. Could be wrong on that, but as far as I know, it's not.
How much would the shipping be on that?
I don't even want to think about it. I'm also thinking about getting that, like, how many, that Grimlock Studio Series, the upscaled KO.
oh.
That
Eric,
thing's gotta
remember,
be.
you need space to live.
It's gotta be at least 2 feet tall.
You need space to live.
Yeah, I can live with my Grimlock. It'll be my pet that I ride around. It's big enough.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I'll
Move
just
It'll
lay it
take.
next to
Grimlock.
There'll be nights when it takes your bed and you end up on the floor.
That's okay. It's worth it.
I'll display him next to my Predaking, my giant Optimus Prime that I have, and I'll have just an
that's
army.
right.
Why wouldn't you display it with Age of Extinction stuff?
I don't got the room for that.
Don't you have? But you already have toys from Studio Series that are Age of Extinction stuff, so they're already taking up room. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I mean.
they're not 2 foot tall. Yeah,
no, I
maybe
know,
can
but I'm
have-
saying move stuff around so they're next to each other.
Yeah, that's not going to be able to happen in the small room that I have.
You really need to look into shelving.
I filled up every single last shelf I could possibly
I
fit.
know you need to buy
You
more
don't
shelves,
have.
is what I'm
You
saying.
can definitely.
I don't have any more
shelves
room to
in there.
put shelves in said room.
You can put more shelves in
I was
there.
gonna say I see a wall behind you.
Yeah.
To your right.
That
Yeah.
Anyways, none of us are gonna buy this at the moment, are we?
jeez.
No.
Nope.
Didn't think so. I'm curious if anyone's interested in the next masterpiece, which is has gotten a lot less focus because it's a lot less controversial. Masterpiece 9, Optimus Prime, is getting a reissue from Takara with a January release date. So apparently it's rumored that they fixed the knee joint and that the knee joints that are exploding on the original. So if that is the case, I would say go for it. I'd wait for reviews to make sure that QC is all good and stuff. If you want it, go for it. But I'm not going to get it until they do a dark color because those were gorgeous. And the only reason I've even considered getting them, but I'm just like, they have exploding knees. Like, I really want it because it looks pretty, but I'm well aware of the fact it has exploding knees. I can't buy something that I know has exploding knees. So, if this works out and they do a dark color re-release, I will buy that because that was very pretty. But as of right now, I'm not really too... I'm interested to see how this turns out, but I'm not interested in purchasing this reissue figure. I don't know if you guys are or not. How do you guys feel about this? Are you glad?
I'm indifferent because I don't Masterpiece.
I don't blame you. I barely Masterpiece. So,
Same.
I Masterpiece, just rarely. That sounds weird. Anyways, we're going to continue.
Yes, because here's news.
What's next? Oh, yay. Exciting. Okay, so we have listings for a bunch of stuff. Miguel, do you want to break this down? You're better at this than I am usually. Oh, you know what? Wait, never mind. I found the original list. So there's an original. The article I've listed in the show notes has I listed the update article, whereas there's an original article with the listing. So I will talk about the original article first, then get into the updates. So first off, movie Masterpiece. We have 2 listed for 2019, which is a little sad that we're only getting 2, but it's okay.
Oh.
What?
Oh yeah, that's spring and fall. Never mind.
No, I know. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like there's 2 listed like for the first half of the year. Like no, they're coming out for the year.
I'll be completely honest. I did not notice that there were seasons listed with these.
Yeah, so spring of 2019 is Transformers Movie Masterpiece 1, and fall of 2019 is Transformers Movie Masterpiece 2. We do know what these are, and we get that in the listing for the translation in the update article. I know the first one is Megatron, which I've seen lots of people saying we don't know which Megatron. Hasbro has gone on the record in interviews stating that Movie Masterpiece will be the first appearance of the character. So you can bet this is Movie Masterpiece Megatron from the first movie. It's not going to be another Megatron. I've seen lots of people debating it, thinking it could be another Megatron. It's not.
So if it's his first appearance, he's going to come inside of a block of ice.
You know what? I used to do that with my toys, freeze them in the freezer, so if it wasn't so expensive, it's almost $200, maybe I'd do it, but it's like $200, so I'm not going to do that.
No, this is where you buy. You wait till Amazon has a sale.
No, just wait for the KO.
Oh, if they sell a KO at TFCon, we're recording a video.
We'll literally do it. We can put it in like the mini fridge. Well, that's a mini fridge, not a freezer. We'll figure it out.
We fill the mini fridge with water.
How do we fill that without it all falling out?
It's a really good question. Don't think about it. I just noticed that
we leave them in the ice machine.
Someone goes to get ice like a month later, and just like a Megatron head pops out into an ice cube, but they don't even notice. So
What
they're like
what are we
drinking
doing?
their drink
Forgetting
later.
it there?
What?
Are we forgetting it there?
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it there for it to be discovered later. A surprise for everyone. No, I'm just kidding. I would never leave it. I would definitely take it. But anyways, that one's Megatron, and the second one is Jazz, which I gotta be honest, those two are probably the two I'm most excited for that we have left from the movie one.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be getting a third-party Bone Crusher, so we still need an official Bone Crusher. We still need an official. We still need an official Frenzy.
Block.
How long will it be till we get a Frenzy from a third party or something? We need Bone Crusher, Brawl. Am I missing any Decepticons?
Black.
Starscream, who I believe is rumored to be after Jazz. Could be wrong about that though. And then only other Autobot we need is Ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool actually. Like Studio Series, we need a freaking B update. We have the original Camaro, but we need the 08 Camaro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Studio Series will be cool to see, but movie Masterpiece will be like mind-blowing for me. But anyways, we also have Studio Series listings, and we also have War for Cybertron listings, but we're going to do Studio Series first. There is Transformers Generation Studio Series Voyager Hero coming in spring 19. We don't know what that is. No one knows what that is. Update doesn't know what that is. We have no idea.
The update is mostly that the Chinese text was translated, and literally the Chinese text just says unknown.
Yeah. I'm like trying to think of a guess. It's a code name, obviously. If it was an Autobot, who would it be? Because I'm thinking the code name would mean it's an Autobot. Doesn't
Really?
necessarily mean it. What?
Wheelie?
No.
Sentinel?
Like that's a Voyager.
I would guess not Sentinel, but I'm not going to say that's impossible.
Like, I'm trying to think of, like, an Autobot that would warrant a Voyager
Hound?
toy.
I don't think they're going to do Hound soon, but it could. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
But he would have had a different. I think it's another Optimus.
Maybe.
No, I don't think so, because I think we... Why would...
I mean, that's a lot of Optimi. Yeah.
I mean, there is a Voyager Optimus that's been solicited before. I just don't know if he was for spring.
I don't know.
Because we have the Optimus with the Bone Crusher.
But and there isn't from earlier reports there is a third Voyager Optimus showing up. So this actually could be him.
It could be, but I don't think it... I don't think
Maybe
it would
it's
be-
like an
You
I
don't
Agent
think
Extinction
so?
slash
But
last.
look at how many Bumblebees we got from Studio
No,
Series.
I'm not saying it's impossible we get another Optimus. I'm saying the name is what makes me think that it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Optimus and Bumblebee have pretty standard code names. What's Bumblebee's? I know they're almost always the same.
I thought
is-
Optimus was his hero, though.
No, it's a planet.
Jupiter?
Yeah, it's Jupiter.
Well, that was
Hero was used for something. Hero was used before.
I don't
thought
think it was,
the
because I
answer-
think people would be saying, like, hey, this has been used before.
I could have sworn. I could be crazy.
It hasn't
I mean,
been used in a
yeah,
long
like-
time, at least.
just like kind of like just to put it out there. So like Sentinel, another Optimus, I guess Age of Extinction, Hound. Are there any other Autobots that would warrant
And
a
it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be an Autobot. It
Well,
could
no,
be. It could
I'm-
be the construction vehicle that appears for 2 seconds in The Last Night.
Trench.
Yeah, Trench. What if it was the RC, the 3 RC bots released as one?
And they call it Hero instead of
Combined.
something else.
It's a
Could be.
code name. Code name means almost nothing.
Would,
Yeah.
do you,
I'm just
is that how you think they'll do it? Like three?
I doubt
like-
doubt that's how they'll do it. I'm just
I
saying
would've-
it's technically possible.
Okay, I'm just gonna say whenever the thought of the RCs have come up, I expected them to be a deluxe class figure that would do the combined thing. that would be one pack because if they're going for scale,
But the parts count. I don't know.
yeah, they're going to be simpler
The
than the others.
that'd
But
be
for
really. I don't know.
Oh wait.
For-
What if it's Skids and Mudflap sold as a Voyager?
Yeah.
I was actually going to say that it's a joke, but they aren't that big. But I don't. Well, you know what?
They're
Voyager
smaller
price
than
point is-
Jack.
Maybe it's them as a 2-pack whenever they were in their ice cream truck.
No, yeah, that's what it. No, that's what. I mean, that's what you meant, Miguel, isn't it?
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I was thinking of too. But still, like,
Ah.
I don't. For parts count, I guess it might be a Voyager. I don't know.
Or what if it's a collection of all of the tiny Transformers, like it's Wheelie and Brains and I was about to say Michaela. Michaela wasn't a Transformer.
Throw Alice in there.
Technically, it could be a Bumblebee movie character too.
Oh yeah.
We don't know.
I'm going to go and say it's unlikely, but it's possible. It is possible.
Watch, that's actually the listing for Blitzwing
For
that
what?
you've been waiting
Oh, I thought
for.
you said. I just misheard you, and I thought you said Blood Swing. And I was like, who is that?
The best
Who is
Transformers.
Yes,
Blood
that is the
Swing?
villain of the Bumblebee movies.
Yeah,
Blood
if that's,
Swing.
you know what? If it's Blitzwing, I will not. I'll be happy. That's my dream. Is that's Blitzwing? Doubt it, but I really hope it's Blitzwing.
I mean, if you want a code name to hide the one figure
hide it,
from the Bumblebee movie that we don't have any representation of yet outside of a one step of a simple change, or calling it Hero would be a very good code name.
Blitzwing, yeah. Blitzwing doesn't have his own single mold yet. He's literally gotten one toy. Isn't it called a Turbo Changer? That is a repaint with a new head of Revenge of the Fallen Megatron.
What if they color lift Revenge of the Fallen Voyager Megatron?
Oh my god, that'd be so funny. I'd be so angry, but also feel like I'd just been trolled to the point where I think I would like it, but
The
also
best
hate
color
it
lift.
simultaneously.
I'm
But
gonna laugh every single time anyone says color lift.
but thinking of Decepticons, since we mentioned Blitzwing, since the codename could be a trick, the Fallen, who I still think would probably be a leader. I also think Sentinel would be a leader. He could be a Voyager, but just like with all he has going on, I would expect him to be a small. I don't know, but he has to scale to Optimus. But Megatron's a leader. Oh, there's a lot.
Megatron's a leader, and he's got the massive shield.
Yeah, yeah. Sentinel would be a leader, especially if he had the weapons. Like his complexity with the cape, his body, his weapons. You're right. He would. I am almost certain he'd be a leader, especially with Dark of the Moon Megatron being a leader. But what other Decepticons? The two-headed Shockwave drone from Age of Extinction.
That is the KSI boss, though.
No, that is a different boss.
Is it?
KSI boss has a different head. It is not the two-headed Shockwave. It is a single-headed bot using the Nitro Zeus body. The two-headed Shockwave drone is literally using Shockwave's body with two arms, with wrist, with the arm blades, and two heads. It could be a Shockwave who also would probably be a leader. I don't know. Basically, we don't know. That's what we're getting at. KSI Voyager, the Voyager KSI boss, I'm excited for that. I will probably buy 2. I'm going to buy 4 of the KSI Sentry, assuming they go on sale. I already have 2 of the, what's it called? Shadow Raider. If they go down to $10 like a lot of the deluxes are on Amazon, I will get 2 more and have 4 of them. So, did you find the picture of the boss?
No, he sent a link to Wikipedia.
Oh my god!
Redeco.
A color lift.
A color lift.
Did you add it to Wikipedia? Yes.
It's the actual term.
Oh wait,
that's the
I
actual
thought
term.
Miguel added it.
Did you?
Wait, Miguel. You
Miguel.
Yeah.
Did you do this or did you not?
I won't say anything on the record.
Message us. Did you do it?
This is awesome. Color lift. Okay. Color lift is on Wikipedia. It's official. That's how officialness works. But anyways, getting back, KSI Boss. That is a specific drone. There's lots of different drones, so you could find it. Crap, I lost it. Where's the there it is. Okay, next is Deluxe High Tower. That's another Constructicon, right?
Think.
That we don't have yet.
He's the like the scorpion looking I forget. He's a crane.
Okay.
He's probably going to be who's the one that was shown off with Rampage and
Scrap metal. He's
Scrap metal.
the arm.
Yeah.
This one will probably be the other part of the other.
No,
arm.
High Tower should be the same arm as Scrap Metal, so they both combine to form Devastator's left arm.
Okay.
I just.
So we'll have to see what the heck that looks like. And the next is.
It's going to be tiny. It's going to be stupidly tiny if it's a deluxe and it's got the giant crane sticking out of its back.
I mean, High Tower's robot mode isn't incredibly thick either. He's supposed to just be this I don't think he even has real he looks like a beast. He's got tiny arms and legs.
No, yeah, but the crane mode itself should be larger, I would think, than a deluxe. That's my sticking point. I think
I have no idea. We'll have to wait to see it.
I thought it would have been a Voyager anyway.
Well, I knew it would be a Voyager if it was on the same arm as Scrap Metal.
Well, Scrap Metal only makes the hand.
But still, the other... I still knew it wouldn't be a Voyager with him. The next figure we have is Studio Series Deluxe Drift, which is for fall of 2019. This is not the same Drift that we're getting from Entertainment Earth with the baby Dinobots from the last night. This is something different. Now, if you're gonna go...
How do you figure?
One, the release date, also the listing. This was priced at the regular deluxe price. Entertainment exclusive Drift is not. This is definitively a different toy.
The only thing is because these listings, I'm not sure if they're confirmed whether or not they're Hasbro Takaras.
If they are Takaras, it could just be they take
Takaras
Drift.
Studio Series releasing it mostly the same time?
No, they
I knew Power of the Primes didn't, but I thought Studio Series was.
No, Studio Series has its own system. It's got its own ring system.
Oh yeah, that's right. But no, we do know because of the pricing, it's a different Drift.
All right.
So basically, the rules for Studio Series that have been broken, but still the rules are no old molds in this line. Cogman breaks that aren't exclusives. Cogman breaks that rule. It's possible this will also break that rule, but I don't know what they would break it for. Would they use the Bugatti again? It's possible.
Maybe his helicopter?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking most likely it is Age of Extinction Helicopter Drift. Now, what does that mean?
It's not going to look like Drift.
It could be a new mold and look like Drift, and that would be cool.
Or
what it probably means is it's going to use the helicopter mold that already doesn't look like the robot it's supposed to look like.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
What if it's a retool of Dropkick?
Dropkick. That's not. No, I think that's a legitimate possibility. I think it could be.
A Colorlift Dropkick.
Colorlift. I think they'd probably give it some new parts too. Would a retool be called a tool lift, a part lift? Let's go with a part lift. It'll be color lifted and part lifted, probably.
Actually, this might be why Dropkick isn't that blue, because Drift is very blue.
Maybe, but their release dates are basically a year apart.
Yes, but look at KSI Century.
Their release dates aren't a year apart.
I know, but
No, I know, but
Hasbro might want to do that just to
they wouldn't
just
sacrifice the character the mold's intended for. They would sacrifice the other one, like how they sacrificed KSI Sentry to Stinger. There's a reason they did that.
Well, the mold sacrificed the dropkick because it's dropkick's helicopter mold.
No, but
They
they're not gonna.
sacrificed
They
it for
wouldn't. They
victory.
wouldn't sacrifice anything from Dropkick for Drift. Is what I'm saying, based on what we've seen so far. There was nothing in Stinger's mold compromised for the KSI Sentry. I
Fair.
would bet that they would compromise nothing for Drift for the main character, one of the main characters of the Bumblebee movie, for a repaint that most people aren't expecting. Now, also, this could be a new mold. I genuinely hope it's a new mold. Because if it's a new mold, I think it could actually be good. I think it could be. Because it would turn into just a helicopter. And
Yeah.
therefore has a chance at succeeding. If it's Dropkick, it does not have a chance at succeeding. That said, I'll hate myself, but I will still buy it. Anyways, next thing. We probably know what this is. It's Transformers Generation Studio Series leader TF3 Optimus. I wonder what movie he's from. So it's Dark of the Moon Optimus. So, possibly a new mold. I'm betting... I would prefer... And I'm thinking it's the Voyager, retooled to have the correct abs, and given either the jetpack or the armory with the weapons. I'm thinking the jetpack. That's the
Yeah.
more memorable scene from Dark of the Moon.
That's a more memorable scene, and
Design.
if they did the armory, they would have to provide weapons, maybe, and that I don't think there'd be enough room in the budget for that. Also, how did that? I don't even know how they would get a box to turn into two arches. Basically,
I think it would not... I don't think it would transform.
oh, I see what you're saying. It would just
Yeah.
be the
No, that's
piece
what I'm
of-
saying. It would come with weapons, and it would be a non-transforming, like, just the
So
weapon
it
rack.
would be the trailer. It wouldn't be
No,
the trailer.
no, it would not be the trailer. I don't think.
And then definitely they'd do the jetpack because they could actually get it to transform out of the trailer.
Yeah.
I honestly,
They might not even make it transform out of the trailer, to be honest. It might just be the jetpack.
I
Could
think
be wrong.
I feel like they make it transform.
I think they might sacrifice... It's also possible it could be a new robot mode, too. Just want to put that out there. I'm thinking and hoping it's the Voyager, but it could be something else. But I think in order to make the jetpack look better, they might give it a do you remember Transformers Prime Voyager class Ultra Magnus from Beast Hunters?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what his wing pack did?
Yeah.
They just kind of like
Yeah.
made it condense a
But-
little and go on his back, but it wasn't
But
a trailer.
hold on. Ultra Magnus didn't even have a wing pack.
No, I know, no. I'm not saying that's why. I'm saying I think they will do a similar thing, because we never see it actually become the trailer in the movie.
Okay, but we never see Hound or Crosshairs transform in Age of Extinction.
Yeah, that's not... We don't know that the wing pack is made of the trailer.
Optimus says, I have to get my trailer, and then when he gets the trailer, he has a wing pack.
But the trailer's the armory.
But the trailer is also the wing pack.
It definitely
He
doesn't
says
turn
that
into
he
both
needs
things.
the flight tech. He says that
Yeah,
he
he
needs
says
that
he needs the
flight
flight
tech.
No,
tech.
he needs the trailer. He needs the trailer.
No, he says, I need my flight tech.
No, he says, I need my trailer.
No, he says the words
Yes.
flight tech.
Yeah.
Trailer.
No,
Tech.
we are going to watch the movie now. He says the word flight tech because he specifically says the words flight tech. Jared's right. Jared pointed out first. I didn't remember first. Jared said it, and I remembered exactly what he's talking about. He says the words flight tech.
When?
When he says,
Just
I need my
after-
flight tech!
Just after the Autobots arrived to Chicago and Shockwave, like, I think it was Shockwave. He like
loses
ambushes
his
them.
trailer, and then they go inside the building. Q gives the humans the bombs, and Prime says, I need the trailer. I need my flight pack. I think they say this. I think he says both.
Flight pack. I think he just says flight thing. which it could be inside the trailer for all we know. I don't know. I'm just saying that like we don't know definitively, so I would bet they would sacrifice the trailer mode. I mean, they could do a trailer mode too, but I'm thinking for the glory of the robot mode, they would do the opposite of what they're doing with Jetfire, where it's like, we have a really good Jetfire, and it makes a combined mode. It's just not a super accurate combined mode. I think they would go the opposite route and give a super accurate combined mode, since that's how it's going to be displayed in package, versus make that the secondary thing to the trailer. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Also,
you know what I was going to. You know what I was going to say. I was going to argue that the trailer has to be the flight pack, because otherwise it would appear out of nowhere. But this is a Michael Bay movie we're talking about. There's so many.
Okay, you say that like it's a Michael Bay thing to have Optimus have gear or a trailer go in and out of nowhere. That isn't a Michael Bay thing. That's a Transformers thing. Period. So you wanna put that on Michael Bay? That's not really a Michael Bay thing.
No,
the
I'm
80s
specifically
started that.
No, I'm specifically talking about something that has absolutely not been established to be in the film beforehand.
Here, everybody be quiet.
Defined it.
We're gonna copyright strikes.
They got my trailer. I need that flight tech.
Yes, I was right the second once I realized the flight tech was the thing. So it is the same.
No, it doesn't have to be the same thing. The flight tech could totally be in the trailer.
Look how big it is.
But what's the difference between being inside most of the trailer versus being the trailer?
Because where would the flight tech, if it's inside the trailer, go when it converts into the storage mode? The weapon storage mode.
But then if it's the weapon storage mode, where's the parts?
It's a movie.
It could be two different trailers.
It's the movie. No. It does both, and they just have both very incredibly complex transformations.
No, I disagree.
Yes. There's nothing on Drift. If we're using movie logic, there's nothing on Drift that indicates he turns into a helicopter, yet he still turns into a helicopter.
There's barely anything that indicates that Optimus Prime has a tractor trailer or a truck in Age of Extinction, but somehow Unique Toys has done it.
Yeah, but like, but there's nothing to indicate that is the trailer versus the inside, when all we know is that it definitely is the weapons rack. There's no proof it is the trailer. That's what I'm saying. There's no proof. There's proof Drift is a helicopter.
There's no proof that Barricade is a cop, but everyone has assumed Barricade is a cop.
I never thought Barricade was an actual cop. I'm with you on that. I don't get where everyone got that assumption. Like, just because, like Bone Crusher. Do you think Bone Crusher's a construction worker, people? Like Bone Crusher, just because he turns into the lift, the thing. What is?
He's a minesweeper. It's not a construction vehicle. Okay. It's a minesweeper.
Do you think Bone Crusher is a miner?
No, it's a minesweeper.
Oh, like, wait. You get my point, though. Do you think that's Bone Crusher's profession, whatever it is? Do you think Frenzy's a DJ? You get my point? Catch my drift? You know, I'm just saying, catch my drift.
No, I did not catch your drift because it doesn't come out until fall 2019.
Speaking of which, let's get on to the next item.
Depends on
yeah,
the drift.
we spent way too long on that. I'm sorry.
Basically, Soundjack's wrong.
No.
There's no proof that Soundjack's right.
Anyways, we're getting another leader
so
Optimus coming in spring 2019. Deal with it.
But we were
no, it's fall 2019.
But we were both
spring,
right.
The next thing on that list.
Oh, you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the one we just talked about. Yeah, we are also getting another leader class Optimus Prime. Haha, screw you, Zeus.
Yes. This one I'm in full support of. This is because Zeus was hoping that this leader Optimus Prime listing was not for War for Cybertron, and that it could be a Star Saber.
That's what I was trying to tell Zeus, was like, there were 2 leader class Optimus Prime listings. They definitely were one for each line. We knew that forever ago, that there were 2 leader class Optimuses. So it wasn't like, well, maybe it's Studio Series. Like, no, there's 2. They aren't going to both be one.
And then after this came out, I think he was like, maybe it's for Select Series.
Yeah. But anyways, this is Transformers.
I mean, like, I would like to see a Star Saber in Generations 2, but it's not.
but
now.
it's not listed. So,
It's
but yeah,
not here.
this is the third leader we're getting for War for Cybertron is going to be an Optimus Prime. We have no idea what kind of Optimus Prime it'll be, but gonna be
Cybertron Optimus Prime, please. No.
could easily
Please.
be. It could easily be plenty of different Optimus Primes for
I
combos.
mean, Magnus has unnecessary bits on him that are evocative of the Cybertron Optimus Prime.
It's like it's Energon Optimus Prime all powered up.
Don't even.
Point is, we don't know.
Yeah.
But the next thing does make Michael very happy. And this is War for Cybertron Deluxe Greenlight with a Battlemaster. I'm very curious what Battlemaster it is. But yay, we're getting Greenlight. But here's the thing. You know what mold this is probably going to be based off of?
It's
if
probably
Greenlight?
going to be the War for Cybertron Chromium
Yes,
mold.
so it's probably not going to be based off of Moonracer from Power of the Primes. It's probably going to be based off of Chromia, who is not combiner compatible. So this probably will not be either. It's possible it could be Moonracer. It's just very unlikely.
Yes.
But we're getting it, so it's still a win.
We have an official green light. We just need an official Lancer now.
Yes. Which
Did you forget who I was talking about for a moment?
No, I knew who you're talking about. I couldn't remember if they were listed in the Firestormer pack. For some reason, I
No.
thought they were, but they aren't. So the next thing we have is a War for Cybertron. Oh, which, by the way, both those things are spring of 2019. Everything for Siege is. So next is War for Cybertron Firestormer pack, which says it comes with Slam Dance and Sideswipe, and then and then the next thing is cut off. It's AI. What is the AI?
The
Ultron.
Chinese
Aimless.
translates
It's
to
Battlemaster
aimless.
using Aimless. Yes, so that's what that is.
So if you want to get all of your Decepticon Target Master partners, you got to get this
Who's-
multi-pack
who's
that's
Slam
more than
Dance
a
again?
leader. What?
Who's Slam Dance again?
Slam Dance is Blaster's cassette or Blaster's cassettes. They were two cassettes. One that turned into a plane that combined into the robot Slam Dance.
They're red and blue, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I know who they are.
The thing though, with the price point, because I don't know what the conversion from the Chinese numbers is, but it is listed as being worth more than a leader class figure. My guess might be 55 looking at the numbers, or maybe it's just rounded up because of the Chinese market. Maybe it will be 50 in the US. The speculation is if there's Aimless, that's a $10 figure, a $5 figure. $5 figure for Aimless, $20 figure for Sideswipe. Then Slam Dance, and rather than being a new cassette pack, which would have been cool, is likely a color lift of flywheels of Skytread. I mean,
I'm A-okay with that.
the only thing that bothers me is that the tank and jet parts were flipped on the original Slam Dance.
I mean, it's not ideal, but I'm okay with it. Also, if you aren't familiar, the reason it's called Firestormer pack. Did you guys know why it's called that?
I do.
Okay, yeah, because this is almost certainly G2 Sideswipe, which I really hope it is. And this evidence points to it, but like that'll be so cool. But it's called Firestormer pack because G2 Sideswipe was shouted out in the G2 comics to be a member of the Firestormers.
Yeah.
Which we never knew what that was.
I think it was just like some heavy duty 90s military unit, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think it was just like a one line mentioned, right? I mean, I don't have a hard time imagining what it could have been, but like, I don't think we ever find out what it was. I'm pretty sure it was just like.
It was just a guerrilla warfare unit.
Yeah, it was just like a throwaway line. Like, yeah, it's just a team. But
it's like blades and broadside and hound and sideswipe.
So, yeah, that's awesome. I cannot wait for a G2 Sideswipe. I really hope it has some new tooling.
I hope it has some new weapons.
Yeah, that's what mainly like. I would love the spiked wheels. I don't know if that's gonna happen though, which is a shame because that's like really my favorite part of G2 Sideswipe. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
A new head would go a long way too. But we'll probably get an upgrade kit. And then the next thing is War for Cybertron Voyager Skywarp Battle Packs. We're getting Skywarp, not surprised, because he was already shown in art. So we knew we were getting him at some point. Some people were hesitating. I was very confident in it, but we just didn't know how. It was already thought it'll probably be an exclusive, although I did not expect it to be a multi-pack. What's the pricing of it?
It's the same price as the
Okay,
Firestorm pack, which the leaders here are listed at $469, and these larger multi-packs are $499.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like. I'm trying to figure out what a rough conversion would be. My guess might be at worst they'd be like $55 US side, or maybe they'll just round it down to 50.
But either way, Skywarp. So that would probably put either a bunch of little guys, like
Because we're missing half of Sandler's cassettes.
yeah. So basically, it's like we could get some cassettes, or we could get a deluxe, or maybe something else. I don't know. We could get MicroMasters who like that aren't the cassettes. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's possible. We could get Target Master. I don't know. But either way, we're getting Skywarp. That's cool. I can't wait. And then the other stuff we already know about. There's the fan vote, which is
Impact.
Is it Impact or is
the
it
Autobots Mirage.
Okay,
Because
yeah, I was
Impact-
gonna say Autobot, so that's Mirage.
Decep-
We know we're getting Impactor, yeah, who's listed as a Decepticon. Barricade, Thundercracker, and Springer, which Springer's the only one we haven't seen. Well, I mean, we haven't seen Barricade either, or Mirage's toy, but we know of both already. We knew of Springer, but like those two are up for pre-order. Springer is not. But again, he's coming. I think that was basically it for the update. I think they had all the corrections in there too, because it was just talking about the mainly the correction on the movie Masterpiece, and then just some speculation on the multi-packs. So there we go.
Oh wow, we still have more news.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other stuff's easier. So we have Tokyo Comic-Con 2018. First off, we have Studio Series displayed. Most of its stuff we've already seen plenty of times. Don't need to talk about that much. But the main things we got new looks at were one, Jetfire, who we already did get good, decent looks at, but now we're getting even better looks at, and he has big hands. Not unreasonably so. But the main thing is Dark of the Moon Megatron. We can like actually see him good now, and it's great, and he looks awesome. And Igor is very green, and I love Igor. He's a good Igor. The cape looks a lot less good now. It looks like they took the material and decided to, instead of giving him a nice soft goods cape, they're like, let's make it out of paper. So that's the only thing I can say. The figure itself looks wonderful to me, but it looks like this is a production sample now, and the cape they're using looks like it's trash. I hope it's not, but it looks like it's trash. So moving on to Masterpiece. On display, notably what was not on display is Hound, who was already on display before. And you know what else was found out? That Megatron's release date was pushed back. Beast Wars Megatron is not coming out at the end of... When was he supposed to come out? Was it January? Now he's coming out the end of March?
I heard it. I thought it was April.
Miguel. You're our Masterpiece. I mean, you don't actually collect Masterpiece anymore, but...
You're the Masterpiece expert.
Yes.
You're the master of Masterpiece.
Miguel, are you there? Gosh dang it, Miguel. This was our hour of need. It's legitimately possible. If you aren't aware, Miguel has fallen asleep during podcast recordings before, and we didn't know till the next day. It was really funny. So we're just going to pretend like that's the case and Miguel's asleep right now. So in which case, sweet dreams, Miguel. Yeah, so Hound wasn't there. Megatron's delayed. I forget when he's delayed to, but basically you're not getting him until spring now instead of beginning of the year, which is sad, but he looks good. So, you know, we're
Hey,
waiting.
good more time to save up that money.
Yeah, exactly. Prime was on display in gray test shot form, but with the trailer now. But yeah, again, we just talked about the colored, so well, I say just, but really that was a while ago. So last but not wait, this isn't last. Never mind.
Nope.
Next, oh gosh, we have more than I thought. Okay, next we have Tokyo, the last from Tokyo Comic Con 2018. Basically, it's Siege. Not much new other than like actual colored images of Shockwave and Magnus, but we'll get better ones of those later in just a little bit. But the notable thing was Ironhide.
Is wrong.
Yes. Ironhide has
it's not
weirdly
Photoshop.
colored, yeah, his shoulders, hands, forearms, and like his wheels and part of the alt mode, the bumper, are all the strange gray color that they shouldn't be, and were not whenever the hand-painted prototype was shown off forever ago. So also Starscream's in production colors and looks much better. But yeah, basically we are thinking this is a test shot of Ironhide, and we're hoping because don't change the colors from what they were, which was good, to this. Don't botch your good Ironhide.
Yeah. You have one good Ironhide. This is your only chance.
Until they do Siege selects and it's Ironhide colored correctly. But anyway, it's possible.
They'll paint lip him to be correct.
Yes, they will. But you know what does need a paint lift? In our next article, we have actual images for retailers, official images of Leader Class, Shockwave, and Ultra Magnus from Siege. And I gotta say, I'm really, really, really digging Ultra Magnus, but that chest sure could use a paint lift. As someone who isn't super opposed to the battle damage, there's a lot of messy silver paint on his chest.
It's more silver than blue, it looks like.
That's the problem. Yeah, I was gonna say the front of his chest, like from dead on, is more silver than blue, or as silver as blue, and that's not. No.
That's not Magnus.
So that may need.
Looks like he got like.
I don't know.
It looks like Metroplex accidentally stepped on him.
Yeah, really. Shockwave looks pretty good though. But yeah, so.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. These images, I really like these images, so I am so pumped. I think the Leader Class is going to be my favorite price point for Wave 1.
Mm-hmm. And I did indeed pre-order Shockwave on TF Source, and I cannot wait to get one of these.
I'm debating if I want to pre-order a case. I'm probably not going to pre-order because I don't think they'll go out of stock right away, and I'll either see if I can try my luck getting them before the end of the year in a store if they start to show up, like tracking down DCPI, or if they get in stock, I'll order them the second they're in stock. But I don't know.
Knowing my Target, I won't see them till like spring. So
you say that, but your Target has Siege, and a lot of people I know are finding Siege, but also a lot of people still haven't found Siege. So
the only Siege I have found is the leftovers of what I already had.
Well, yeah, but you still found the deluxes. Your Target got the deluxes, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's not like nothing.
Target have the Voyagers?
Nope. I don't think.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
Okay. Good. Even in my system.
And then last but not least, Hasbro Toy Shop is possibly closing. We don't know. All we know is that they've amended their description under certain part, and basically they changed legal jargon to make it sound like they are no longer. It says, well, the biggest indicator is it says if you have gift cards before January 18th is definitely a really good time to use them. So that's not a good sign.
Nope.
But the other part basically implies Hasbro's no longer supplying them with an account. If you aren't aware, Hasbro Toy Shop is not Hasbro. It's someone that Hasbro licensed and is given the name. So what that means is that really it's someone else just using Hasbro's name that Hasbro lets them. And it sounds like Hasbro isn't letting them anymore, but maybe their contract isn't up yet, so they're unofficially ending things until things are officially over. But we don't know for sure, just how it seems, so take that for what you will. January 18th, we'll probably know more because the site might shut down. So if you're going to order something from Hazard Toy Shop, their sale that they have 20% off till the end of the year might be a good time to use those gift cards if you have them. So, yeah.
Mm.
And then public service announcements from Eric. We have 2. First off, I'm not even going to link it in the show notes. I'm not even going to talk about it in at length, but there is an add-on kit going around for the third-party Make Toys Rouge, which is RC. We don't approve.
No, we do not.
If you don't know what it is, you're better off.
You'll find out soon.
It's inappropriate.
Actually, no, don't even try
It's
looking
really
it up.
inappropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not safe for work. Just shield your eyes. Save yourself. Just
Yeah.
don't.
Don't suggest looking. And it's really just not okay. We didn't even want to really talk about it, but yeah. And then also
we don't want to, but we have to say at least something about it.
the other PSA I have is I didn't include a certain article that's been going around on all the sites with a spoiler in the headline for the Bumblebee movie, and it's really made me mad because if you don't think it's a spoiler, that's like if you don't care, that's fine, but it is. It indicates that a certain event that none of the trailers or anything indicated we would have happen in the movie, we now know is going to happen in the movie, and I'm angry that I know because I didn't want to know. So if you don't know,
And I do not want.
I'm not going to say what it is, but
I mean-
chances are if you go on Twitter before the movie comes out, you're probably going to find out because everyone's putting it out there. I don't understand why people can't just...
Shut up.
Well, no, but like just don't put it in the headline.
Yeah, don't put it in the headlines at first, but if you see it in the headlines, don't spread it out even more.
I just don't get it, but yeah. So there's that, and then something weird. Jared, what is our pre-order of the week? If you listen to last week's episode, it may sound a little familiar.
Yep, because tonight the pre-order for this episode is something Eric called to a T, like flat on. Like Eric, I'm convinced that you have a DeLorean now. Like I'm convinced you have some sort of time machine because we have exactly what Eric said that we should get, or we will going to be getting. It's Make Toys Cross Dimension Striker Manus Premium, which is pretty much him with shiny paint.
He does come with a new axe accessory, which is
Yeah.
not something I called. But yes, I asked for a metallic version of Striker Manus.
And you got it.
On the day that we recorded. The very next day, a metallic version of Striker Manus was announced.
You
put
ask
up
and
for
you shall
pre-order.
receive.
So yeah, really, if you ask, you shall receive. And so in honor of my amazing guests, we have this week's mascot is Metallic Bisque. Also, Miguel, are you here now? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing he's still sleeping. Sweet dreams, our little Miguel. So instead of, I won't read off the entire title and description, even though I have it, just because I'm lazy. Basically, go check out the newest NGT reviews. It's episode 4, right?
Yes.
It's going to be
Because
about
we
the 3.
Because we did all of the Wave 1 size classes for Studio Series, and that's all we've done
Yeah,
before
and
this.
this is now, we're moving into generations, so it's it's the Prime Wars trilogy, Amazon exclusive deluxes, Blast Off, Repugnus, and Punch Counter Punch, and basically I rigged the voting system. No, I didn't rig it. I just altered it and made a certain character win. with
Your
other
chains
players.
affect the final result.
Yeah, I changed mid-episode and caused the entire verdict to shift for Nerdy Geek Talk, so definitely check that out. Also, it's a very joke-heavy episode. There's milk. Soundjack is the milk. If you want to know what that means, go listen to the episode.
I
Would
don't
you know
think
how you
you'll
can...
know what that means in the episode. I don't think you do.
You'll get more context at least.
You'll have more context, but I don't think
I
you
don't think you'll actually find out what it means, but you'll get more context. Although the context for what it is, I think, was at least recorded, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe on a blooper reel at some point.
Yeah.
So
It was.
yeah, so look
Definitely
forward to a
was.
blooper reel eventually. But you know how you can listen to that episode is by subscribing us to it, Nerdy Geek Talk. Basically anywhere you can listen to podcasts. More places than I even know because someone commented on our YouTube channel, which is also another place you can go to, Nerdy Geek Talk, to listen to our podcast, that they listen to it on a place called Podcast Addict, which I didn't even know Podbean sent our podcast to, because they were having issues that it hasn't loaded since episode 61. So I did ask our editor to look into that. So if you're listening, thank you for letting me know. We are looking into that. I didn't even know our podcast was there. So apparently our podcast is at more places than I list, because that's how Podbean works. But the main places are Podbean, Apple Podcast, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, all that good stuff. Nerdy Geek Talk. Subscribe to us. You'll get everything we have. This week is insane and miserable for me, so don't expect more this week. But next week, you can expect more, I promise. But yeah, so that's it for Nerdy Geek Talk. You can also follow us at Nerdy Geek Talk on Twitter, which you'll get notified the second shows go up if you turn on notifications there. Also, you can follow us at Steel City Bots on Instagram and Twitter. Hey, Soundjack, you should do a post there.
Eric, I'm still dying this week.
True. Just take a funny picture really quick.
I know. I need to think through, though.
This is true. But I think I posted a picture, that Miguel made. So there's a picture of my face with potatoes. But there's I posted it. Miguel,
to the Twitter, just to the Twitter?
No, to the Instagram.
I did not even notice.
Yep. And so, yeah, that's out there. And fun fact, Miguel had to Photoshop my beard, make the other side of my beard, because it's from my Twitter profile picture, which is actually, I have Unique Toys Challenger in truck mode in front of my face, so half my beard was covered up in that picture, but he Photoshopped the other half of my beard, pieces of it, and constructed the other half of my beard. So go look at that picture and see what it looks like. So yeah, if you like the show, definitely share it out with your friends and everything. And if you want to talk to us individually, you can find me at Eric Crowbar on Twitter, at Aramis Prime on Instagram if that's your thing, or on YouTube. I will have a video up. I will have multiple videos up this week because I have easy to do videos, because Marvel decided to do the week of Marvel trailers. So tonight, as of this recording, I have not watched it yet because I'm going to do a trailer reaction video. There's a new Captain Marvel trailer. So I'm going to do a video for that. I can promise that because I know it's actually going to happen, because those are the easiest things to do. That's why I'm promising I can do it. So definitely go subscribe to me at Eric Crownover on YouTube if you're interested in that, even though primarily it's Transformer stuff. But I just figured this was easy, so I'm going to do it that way. Also, if I can make the October 8th screening for Bumblebee, I will probably try to record initial thoughts, like basically walking out of the movie theater, fresh thoughts of the movie. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it if I'm going to be able to attend one, because closest one is a trip for me. So basically, it's like, do I want to make an entire? It would be basically spending 6 hours just to see the movie. I'd spend 2 hours going, watching the movie, 2 hours back. So we'll see. But that's possible. So definitely subscribe to me there. Jared, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Okay, you can find me mainly on Twitter at dreadprime_. If you don't know why I changed my @ to that, just go down a few tweets, you'll find out why. Other than that, I am on Instagram as well, but it's a little bit dead right now because I got a bit of a dead phone, at jarpro00, and I am sorry that I haven't been able to post yet, or post any more of my pictures.
How dare you?
For like a good week. I am currently working on getting a new phone, and just be patient with me, please.
Also, I just want to put it out there that I realized that I left it very open-ended. My week is not miserable. I'm okay. This is basically my finals week. Next week is actually my finals week, but the way my major works, the week before finals week is actually fine for most people that attend the same school as me, so they're all fine, but they'll be dying next week. I'm dying this week because the way my major works, everything's due now, and I just have like 2 tests that literally the only things I have to do for an entire week, so I get to relax, have plenty of time to prepare. I have an insane amount of stuff to do for this week, and it's awful. So, I'm okay. It's just that's why I didn't want to leave it open-ended like something terrible happened to me, and I'm just like, yeah, but it's okay. Like, no, I'm actually okay. It's just stressful. So, Sonic, where can people find you on the interwebs, where you'll hopefully have a game show starting with Transformers fans about stuff?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at SoundJack426. My YouTube channel features Transformers reviews as well as my podcast, Soundjack's Rambles. And you should check out the reviews to see me talk about toys that had color lifts. The edited the wiki has Wikipedia is now no longer saying it is in fact a color lift. Sadly,
Oh, it got taken down.
it got taken down.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. My Instagram is where I post photos of my toys, and my Twitter is where I hang out. So come on by and say hi.
Yeah, so I think that's about it for this week. So thanks for listening if you're still listening, because this is a long episode. It is
Yep.
past midnight, so, well, where for us. I have no idea what time it's past for you guys listening, so I hope it's not a reasonable hour for you guys, and I hope you're having a great day. So thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. Sayonara. All that good stuff.
You're not Chris. You'll never be Chris.